Well, good night, everybody. This is Marko Guevara broadcasting from Lomas Verdes, our radio show. And we have here on Skype broadcasting from Tel Aviv, Israel. We have the great guitarist Yossi Sassi, better known as Orphaned's guitarist. So, how are you, Yossi?
Yeah, hola Marco, how are you?
Just fine. It's great to have you in this broadcast. It's a very cool surprise for all our rocker audience in Mexico City and abroad, of course. So tell me, how is the time in Tel Aviv right now?
In Tel Aviv it's really nice, and now it's winter, but we are getting days with a lot of sun, and it's quite hot, so it's nice. And I'm just happy to be a little bit at home and see some family, because I've been on the road so much. It's last some time now in India and the US and Caribbean and Europe and actually in Turkey and also Mexico not long ago, which was really great. It was amazing to visit your wonderful country again.
Thank you, Jesse. For us, all the metal freaks out here, it's always awesome to see Orphaned live. It's too bad to not to see Shlomi Levi with you guys. I saw your DVD and your documentary. It's amazing. The long story about 20 years right now, 21 years, I suppose, right?
Yes, almost 21 years now. Yes.
So going to, let's start with knowing about your ideas for a solo band or solo project. This is Melting Clocks. This is the first release of Yossi Sassi's soloist band. So please tell us about how long ago did you be thinking about this material?
Actually, the idea behind making a solo group and releasing something in addition to Orphaned band, actually it was quite some time in my head. And normally, as a musician and a music producer, other than Orphaned, I work and cooperate with a lot of musicians around the world, from Kuwait and Portugal. And I compose for other bands and play different guitars and traditional instruments for artists around the world. And I felt that I have much more music in me that is not really suitable for Orphaned. It's something a bit different, that it's still, of course, my playing and my music like I do in Orphaned when I compose, but here it's more not suitable, I think, for Orphaned. And I wanted to make something different and interesting. And about a year ago, in January last year, I began to compose some material and to record it. And with the time, it really quite quickly it became to be a full-length album with 12 songs. And I met with some great musicians that I used to jam with, some amazing musicians from Berkeley and all kinds of different colleges around the world. And I also met with my friend MARTY FRIEDMAN, that also agreed to play in the album as well. And I met with a great pianist that plays in Hollywood for the film industry. And really I felt that I have such a group of talented musicians, all willing and wanting to play in this album. And that's what I did last summer. I went into the studio and recorded it, and it's been really an amazing experience for me.
It's a very interesting phase, if you put it that way. Yesterday I was diving in your album. I listened to the whole 12 tracks, and it was interesting to listen. Any song or every song, each is individually a big it's a lot of difference in between them. There is no, it's not the same as the previous one. You know, I can hear the difference. We can achieve your talent in the most chord instruments in this album. How is I know from you are from Israel and you're really playing this Middle Eastern music, Arabic one. It's the place where you live, and it's kind of natural that you play that kind of music. But here in America and in other countries of Europe, it's so exotic, no? And how is it came that as a metalhead, you know, in the start I saw in the documentary of Orphaned, guys, you have to buy this DVD and this documentary. It's very interesting and to see 20 years of Orphaned, and you can see also Yossi Sassi with the, you know, with the hair and the fine words, and you're having fun. It's called more death metal band, but how it came from death metal into a more exotic solo album, and
Yeah.
how you can hold this. I don't know, maybe many people like to do some Black Sabbath stuff or more Cannibal Corpse, you know, 20 years ago is more like Sepultura and all that thing. So how it came that you remain in your roots, and only you can see in Melting Clocks that roots. That is so fantastic. How this came?
I think that basically in the root of everything, both Orphan and Land and my solo album Melting Clocks is the same, because, like you said, in Melting Clocks, every track of the 12 tracks is different. It stands on its own, and one track is totally different than the other, and still you hear like there's a concept that connects them together musically. And also I do the same in Orphan Land. For over 20 years now I compose in Orphan Land metal songs, complex songs, but they are very different from each other, you know, the Orphan Land songs, and the album is also very diverse normally, or Warrior, Mabul, and also the first ones, you can see every song is different, but still they all have something in common. And I think the idea or the secret behind it is that I compose everything on acoustic guitars and traditional instruments. Even for Orphaned Land I compose for the albums with acoustic classic guitar or with bouzouki, saz, oud, chumbush. They are all traditional guitars from Greek and Turkey and Egypt, etc. So the music of Orphaned Land is also acoustic originally, and then I transform it to metal, being a rock guitarist, of course. And also here in Melting Clocks I did the same process, and I just the only thing in my solo album in Melting Clocks is that I didn't have the limit of metal. I didn't have to, if I didn't want the song to be heavy, so I just left it as it is with piano and bouzouki. Or if I wanted it to be like 80s rock and roll, you know, like and stuff that you listen like Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath, etc. So I made a song like this in the album. And really, for me, it was a very fun experience to be open-minded and to be an explorer of sound, because this is what I love to do, to just play things that I find are very fun to play.
Excellent. And how is it came that, as you know, as you already said, that Marty Friedman is playing with you and along with another big movie industry pianist. How is that Marty Friedman came along with to do this project or to record some tracks for you in this album?
Yeah, well, Marty and I are good friends, and we met on stage some time ago. He invited me to play with him in his concert, and we did really an amazing cover to one of his songs, Thunder March, from you know, the early Dragon Kiss. And everything happened from there. I mean, We did some interviews together for radio and MTV, and then when we sat down and talked, so we found out that we have a lot in common, and we play in a similar way. I think he plays beautifully, and is one of the more exploring and outreaching guitarists that I know, that don't stop to make something new all the time. And his style is also a mix of exotic scales. And I adore him also as a person. He's a very nice person. So naturally he plays like Japanese rock by now, and I do over 20 years now Middle Eastern metal and rock. So once we began to play together, it was very natural, and everything happened instantly. And he was pleased to be able to also take a part in this album.
And he recorded in every single song, or in which ones?
No, Marty played. I made him listen few tracks, and eventually he played in what came into the album. He played in a song called "The Routine," which is a really special track number 8 in the disc, and my father also sings there. And I play there also in the different traditional instruments, and also some lead guitar in the beginning and the end, but the main solo there is Marty's, and you really hear it in the sound of the guitar.
Excellent. This is really, it's an amazing album. I don't know, it's a lot of folk and world music and rock. And there is a huge variety of styles in these songs. Well, for hungry Mexican listeners right now, I suppose you want guys to listen one track. So, Yossi, please tell us what we're going to hear right now.
Well, as you said, there are many cool songs, and everyone is different. But we can maybe start with Numbers World. It's a track that also has some vocals that I sing there in the beginning, and also some of the Middle Eastern stuff, and I hope you like it.
Excellent. As you already hear, guys, you're listening Lomas Verdes Hard Radio in station71.com. This is Numbers World from Melty Clock's album Yossi Sassi Soloist Band. Let's hear it.
Massacre suspect
plane crashed at 8 a.m. 12 kilometers away from the scene gathered
7.5
giant
nearly
150,000 people are marching